Hello, welcome to another Fern Scout video. In this one you're going to see us go for a walk around the local neighbourhood. I have had a play with them in the garden beforehand, not that you'd notice from Fern, but hey, there you go. We will meet, you will see us meet two other dogs. You will hear us have a commotion with a dog behind a fence. And you won't see us meet the next dog after that, which is a three-legged Kelpie, unfortunately, because I'll explain it when we get there. Otherwise, yeah, sit back and enjoy Fern Scout enjoying themselves. Okay, Fern Scout. Fern's whining, and he's off. Interesting. He's it's really off. So we have played in the garden today, but as last time with the herding ball, it was just Scout that played. But I have, oh yeah, all these decorations. I have made an effort to do a little bit of play with Fern as well. So he did engage in some fun with me. We were just wrestling. he was running around a little bit, then he'd come and say hello to me, and he jumped up at me a couple of times. So just wrestled him around, picked him up. He enjoyed that. Yeah, so he has had some play. Fern has had some, but he is he's pulling like a train. He's excited to go. Scout has had a lot more of an intense play for a few more minutes. She's playing with the herding ball again. You've seen what that looks like. Oh, there's a person coming. They're going to get mobbed. So might give them some space. We'll see. Fern, that's a bit rude. Looks like they're going to cross the road. Maybe they're not fan of dogs. Or maybe that's just home. Alright. Unusual to see people cross the road for these two. But hey, it happens. Not everyone's a fan of dogs, and that's okay. It's just the way it is. Ugh. Sorry, I've got a sore back today. I don't know what's going on with it. It's supposed to be getting better. You can stop and smell here if you want. I'll hold him off, Scout. Do you know that person? Oh, there's more dogs. There's two more dogs over there. That person walked past those dogs, so I would suggest they must be near home. Because yeah, they didn't cross the road to get around there. Fern, you're allowed to. You want to come smell the tree? Oh, you want to walk? That's fine by me too. But I'd like it if you weren't dragging your sister. Or you just suddenly sprint to a tree. That's fun. No peas coming out. Weird. Oh, they're behind us. Hello. Did you want to say hello? Or you want to run away? So I always offer the dogs a choice in situations like this, and I'll base it on their body language. I'll base it on their body language as to what we're going to do. We do meet these dogs, so you're going to see that in a sec. But if Fern's having a panic attack and wants to get away, that's fine. I will allow that to happen. Anyway, we meet, so I'll let you see that, and it goes well. Make your mind up. What do you do? Do you want to say hello, or do you want to walk on? It's up to you. I don't mind. How you doing? Do you mind if they say hello? Yeah, interesting freeze frame. So also of note when meeting dogs, especially ones I don't know, I generally want a loose leash. I don't want pulling, I don't want tightness. And if I do get those things, I want to stop what we're doing and not allow a meeting to happen until I get some calm back to the scenario. But I got caught completely unawares here. Both Fern and Scout, as some sort of one-minded being, decided to both just go bam and pull. Okay, and they got me there. That's not ideal. I don't like that. But as you'll see, everything goes fine, and I'll do a couple of freeze frames as the dogs interact, because there's some interesting body language going on, and that's worth talking about. Oh my God. Hello. They're not. We literally just got out of the house. They're excited, especially him. As soon as I spot a dog, it's hard to walk them. Oh, yeah. That's sometimes. So you're going to tie yourselves up here, aren't you? Oh, well done, Scout. Is that a Sheltie? A Sheltie?
Collie, rough collie.
Oh, rough collie. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, interesting.
Hey, buddy.
So I've frozen it here because the Kelpie at the back there gave a little growl at this point. I'm not sure which dog it was at, but as you'll see when things move again, he is most definitely looking at Scout. But Scout didn't do anything wrong. She didn't reply. She didn't return anything. She just behaves herself and walks off. In fact, I think Fern probably gives her a jerk as he walks off. Anyway, I'll let you see that. But yeah, there was a little growl there, but nothing came of it at all. And I would just like to point out the growls are perfectly normal behaviour and should be allowed.
Buddy. No.
That's all right. Oh, you're off, are you? Okay. Well, thank you. You can go, Fern. You're not forced to interact. Well, you don't have to go quite that fast, dude. Relax. Oh, you're still facing the other way. But there we go. We've got one dog in one mind and one dog in another mind. Fern's got to go. And Scout said, no, I'm not done socialising. I like them. Someone's put the brakes on. And don't go both sides. That's not fair. You'll get tied up.
I don't know if you've been around the corner. There's a brick fence. That's where they belong.
Ah.
So watch Fern really carefully here. He's the German Shorthair Pointer. He's about to decide this is over and he needs to go. Nothing mean about it. He just goes. Poor old Scout has bounced along with him behind him. But hey, this is how he is.
Ah, okay. Okay. He loves going around this corner. My word, you're in a hurry today. He likes to smell the cat that's been round there. He's seen a cat round the corner. He loves it. Every time we get closer, let's go.
Yeah, I guess you go for a big pull then. Yeah. You get pulled? Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Just excitement with him. We'll get there. He will eventually calm down. No, one boy, one girl. The small one's the girl, the healer's the girl.
Right.
That one's the boy.
I see. That's why Phoenix is interested in her.
Yeah, okay. Fern, you can't get through the gate. And you're off.
So I just wanted to pause here and talk about what Fern's doing and why he's doing it. So, as you know from watching any of Fern's videos, he has a burning desire to be moving, generally forwards. He doesn't like being stood still. He doesn't really like doing nothing. Even meeting other dogs, which is super interesting to him. He enjoys that. He likes it, but he's just not interested in staying static. So he would be far more likely to enjoy socializing with these other dogs and interacting with them if they were moving forward with him. He's booped noses with them. He's done the butt sniff with them. He knows them now. He's content. That's all he needs to know. Now he's ready to go and move on. But as you see, when he keeps coming back to them, his brain is also telling him, well, actually, maybe you could get to know them a bit more. Maybe there's more interesting things to know about them. And then that sort of loop repeats a couple of times, and we meet them again on and off, and it's all fine. But yeah, he's doing it because of his energy state and his mental state and his arousal state. It's all of those things bouncing around inside his head. And if we were to do this right at the end of a walk, when he has got rid of some of that energy, you'd find he does it slightly differently. But like I said, we're right at the beginning of this. We've just got out the door and walked 20 meters down the road. So he is chock full of energy, wanting to go. Even though he has played in the garden with me, he's still chock full of energy and ready to go. And that's just who he is. So that's why he's doing it. And that's why I allow him. The choice to stop and interact has to be his. I'm not ever going to force them to do that. Like, I'm not ever going to force them to come away or not do something. I want the choice to be his. I want him to resolve what he wants in his brain. I want that to be a completely free choice for the dog. And as you can see, the Scout is far more into it than Fern is. She's calmer, so that's no great surprise. Anyway, we'll go back to original and let's see what happens.
What are you doing? So this is your home then?
No.
Oh, and then next one. Oh, yeah. Yep. It's not there today, Fern. It's not there. Yeah, it's not there. Sorry, mate. Oh, all right, all right. We're not going to pull that hard, thank you. You're going to drag your sister around, then? So, do we go to the oval today, or should we go somewhere different? Oh, Fern's not pulling. And there we go. Scout is the girl, Fern is the boy. Fern, you are pulling like a truck. Well, which way do you want to go, dogs? Either way, it's up to you. Make a decision between you and we'll choose. Oh, hi. Don't go round a dog. Thank you. It's alright, relax. It's because they both went down to each side of him. It's not very fair. Oh, you want to go this way? Alright. Have a good day.
So yeah, there was another little growl from the Kelpie there, but as you heard me say, Fern and Scout had gone one either side of him to get round him and do a butt sniff, and it's not, and they're connected to each other via the Y piece. That's not really a very nice thing to do to another dog, and I know these two don't mean it in any way, shape or form nastily or mean. It's just a bit rude. It's a little bit threatening for two dogs to go one either side of one dog and try and get behind it. I do understand why all but the most confident dogs find that a little bit uncomfortable with dogs that they don't know. It is that way. Two dogs on one like that. You see it many times out in public. They don't like it so much. If it was one at a time, sorry, or if they both go down the same side, far more comfortable for the other dog. And there's the added issue of there's a Y piece with these two, which was now on top of the Kelpie. So it's not a huge surprise that he was a little uncomfortable, and you heard his owner tell him no. He was growling. Fine. There's no problem with that. He's just telling the other two, hey, look, I'm not massively comfortable with what you're doing. And that's okay. It's completely okay. And these two, Fern and Scout, came away from him. I didn't have to drag them away. I didn't have to say anything. They listened to him. They did what they should do. They understood the communication, and they said, okay, buddy, I think I might actually be his name. We'll leave you be a bit. we don't want to upset you. We don't want to have a squabble with you. But yeah, it's just a point of note. Body language for dogs is immensely important, and where you position yourself when you're saying hello to another dog is vitally important. And when you go either side of a dog, it is potentially threatening. It's such a shame I wasn't recording. This last happened to my dog Rollo. They're actually two extremely reactive golden retrievers. And they were being walked by a couple, and they split up. One went down my left side, one went down my right side, and they were both trying to have a pop at Rollo. They're only a couple of meters away from us, and Rollo was like, this is not nice. These dogs are actually trying to get me because they've both gone down the opposite sides of me, so I can't rightly defend myself. Rollo found that really uncomfortable because they were not being friendly, these two dogs. They really weren't being friendly. It was in Melbourne when we were actually in Melbourne. And it was purely because one went one side of him and one went the other, whilst barking and lunging and hitting the end of the leash. And Rollo could tell, right, this is potentially a threat. I don't like this. If they were both on the same side of him, I wouldn't have got a reaction out of him at all. I didn't really get much of a reaction. He looked at them both, picked the one which is the more troublesome one, stared at it, and then gave it a bark. And we carried on, and we were past it by then because the other owners obviously not interested in stopping, so they were dragging their dogs on. But yeah, when you split up and go around a dog, when you've got two, and there's only one you're both going around, it can become uncomfortable. So yeah, point to note. Right, we'll go back to the original audio and carry on the walk.
1st of December, but Aussies do the 1st of December. And for most years, that makes perfect sense because December is actually quite a hot month. It feels like summer. It does make sense that they do it on the 1st of December, even though it's technically wrong. I like how much smelling is now going on. Even Fern seems to be calming down into this after we've got 10 minutes, 11 minutes of walking. But I suppose meeting 2 dogs, are you pooping? Yeah. Why next to the main road and why on a tree? Anyway, I've got to collect this. Okay, we're back. We've collected the poo. I have crossed the road. I'm going to go slow. They want to go down here, so I will allow it. But if I see the other dog, we will take evasive action so we don't walk past the house directly. Look at this guy. Oh, this isn't the house. There's a fence here. I've not orientated myself quite correctly. I don't. It must be the next house with the low wall. I'm gonna sniff. That's fine. Sorry, it is really loud here. That's why I don't like walking along this road. We'll go see. Right, maybe it's this house coming up on my left. Yeah, it is this house coming up on the left. So we'll see. We're in no rush, dogs. No rush. Oh, are you going to do a poo now? No, you're just peeing. That's alright. We had a storm earlier this morning, about 4 o'clock in the morning. We had a thunderstorm. So maybe that would have kept someone indoors. Just going to wait for your sister. And I need to see what's right. You are pooping, alright, we've got a Scout poo. Okay, we're back. This is the house that had the dog. They're not there, they're not outside, so we'll just walk past. Not a problem. It really does love putting his head through things. Well, I suppose you want a bird retriever dog. You need that personality trait. You need to be able to put their head into places, reach down and collect whatever it is. And you can see he has no fear of doing that. None whatsoever. An interesting thing to witness. So we will be taking a left down the street. And trying to drag Scout again, but at least he was doing it to get to a smell. He wasn't just doing it for the hell of it. So I'm not filming the dogs very well though. And he's kicking his sister in the face as he pees. Nice. He's off. What's he seen? Oh, I think he's seen a cat down there. I don't know. He gave that up pretty quick, so maybe not. But he definitely saw something. So we have to cross the road here and then turn left on the other side of the street because this is people's front gardens. Oh, it's police. Blues and twos. That would have been nice to hear a siren, see what the dogs did for the siren, but nothing doing. Okay, we'll straight across. No one's coming. Oh, there's a siren coming. Or going. No, it's going away from us. They're not going to get a chance to show me what they think of that. They're off for a much longer walk than we're going on, so I'll walk this way, and they followed. Beautiful, beautiful. A little bit of a fast walk from Fern there. It's a bit much, but it's not atrocious. Scout's trotting along a bit nice. Uh-oh. Sorry, it's just the collected poo bags sat on my hip on the belt. Waving around, I thought one of them dropped off me. That's it. Fern's pulling a bit. Going to stop. Particularly impressed with that. I think he was calming down a bit. Go, dude, go. Pay attention to your sister. I know it's hard for him. He's not a dog that wants to walk. He wants to trot everywhere. Trouble is, when you've got legs that long, your trot is everyone else's run. Nobody else wants to run. Dude. Yeah, we don't have to on Monday, do we? I'm mumbling to myself about my day ahead. I'll stop that. I'm going to Melbourne today. Wondering what to do with my car because it's our end of year Christmas party. Nothing important, nothing to do with dogs. There's a well kept front. I like it. There's a bin over there. Looks like it's already been emptied. Bit mean to go put my waste or someone else's waste in the. It's already been emptied. Oh, we got another poop. Okay, we're back about 5 meters forwards from where they did their business. So we'll walk on. Look at this, Scout dragging Fern along. Doesn't happen often. How did that feel, Fern? Did that feel good? It might seem mean and sarcastic of me to ask that, but in reality, it's not a bad thing to realise what that feels like. The question is then, does that compute or translate into his own behaviour, what he's doing? The answer to that is probably no. But maybe it does. Maybe he realises it being dragged along by Scout. If he realises that Scout doing it isn't fun. I don't think they're that in tune with the why piece to understand that, if I'm honest. Maybe if they walked that way all the time, they would be. Don't know. I think there's a bin at the end of the street somewhere down here. I can't remember which street it is. It might be one more over from us, away from us. I don't know. Can't remember. I don't really want to go around the tree that side. We'll stick this side. Thank you very much. If I did, that went so fast down. Oh, still sniffing. Good. Carry on. Not that my words mean anything to them. They don't. I'm tuned out at this point. They're too busy doing whatever it is they're doing. And that's fine. Honestly, that's fine. Are you going again? Oh my word. Again? Okay, we're back, and I just missed them saying a calm hello to a person that's walked past. Of course they did it perfectly because the cameras are not rolling. Absolutely perfect. Just said hello to a passerby that walked up to us, gave Fern some attention. Scout was even too busy just smelling whatever it is she's smelling here. And look at the state of him. Head under the gate. Oh, you're amazing. You are amazing. Yeah, that's a shame. Of course, the good stuff happens and the camera's not rolling. It's often the same with the bad, I suppose. You get them either doing their... Oh my word, what have you done to your harness? Oh, you've slipped out of it. Well, that's impressive. Look, she's slipped out of her harness. Right, well, undo this and we'll get back to you. This shouldn't take me too long to fix up. Okay, we're back. I am impressed. I'm going to assume Fern had a large hand in Scout's harness being yanked off. That's weird. Weird and wacky. Not something you see every day. Yeah, a little sign there. Please clean up after your dog. That's why I have 4 poops strapped to my hip on my dog walking belt. Oh, they're really quite into sniffing this area, which is super. I love it. Great. Nice and slow. Take time. Do this all you like. Okay, looks like we're moving on. Good stuff. So my intention today as we go back down their home road is to go past the cat house and see what we get when we go past that one. We will stay on this side of the road for a sec, thank you dogs. Oh, something's changed over there. Has the property been demolished? So this is where we turn left. Car here, they're turning, so we'll give them time. Okay, dogs, let's go. So I don't usually care for if they want to pull me across a road. It's not the time to get involved in things. Just still going. And there we go, nose engaged. Love it. And as usual, he's first one away. Okay. You can go to that smell, that's fine. It's tree smell, so. On the button. The fire engines. The fire station. There's a dog on the other side of the road. Can't see what it is yet. Oh my word, Fern. Goodness sake, boy. Can't tell. It's a mixed breed. Here's the bin. Excellent. Right, I'm going to put... I'll keep filming as much as I can. I'm going to put the poo in the bin. I might need two hands because they're all tied up around my belt. Yeah, I need two hands. Okay, we're back. Put poop in the bin. We can move on. Dog on the other side of the road, moving past uneventfully. They had a look. Fern had a little bit of a whine, nothing more significant than that. Then Fern tried to walk in the road, so I stopped him, just put the brakes on with the leash. Oh, there's a three-legged dog coming at us. Okay. Oh, there's a dog here. That's not a happy dog. That's not a happy dog at all. Might even be two dogs. That's not very nice, is it? Not very nice at all. Good morning.
So I've frozen it here. Nothing to do with the three-legged dog that's coming at us. They're lovely. We meet them, but I do stop filming when we get to them because the guy and I get into a chat. Anyway, this is where things go a bit south. So there's a very mean dog behind this fence that you can currently see that we're against. And it can get part of its mouth and paw down the side. And Scout took offense at the attitude of this dog coming through the fence, and I'm not surprised. as you'll hear, and you won't really see, but you'll see some footage of Fern Scout, but you won't see the other dog because it's behind the fence. It has a bad attitude. This is not a nice dog. That fence is not in good condition either. That's a worry. This is genuinely a worry. I didn't know there was a dog there. I've been past this house before with them, and it's always been silent. Never had an issue. And the guy with the three-legged dog, when we meet him, has a chuckle. He's like, "Oh yeah, you met them? Yeah, have now." Yeah, it's more serious than it first appears. No dog in this film was hurt. No dogs made any contact. It was just shenanigans. But I could tell by, and I'll let you make your own judgment when we go back to original audio. I can tell by the noises coming from this other dog that it is extremely wound up, extremely frustrated. And if it gets out of that fence, there is going to be a bloodbath. That is not a dog that's going to come out and go and say hello to another dog. That's a dog that's going to come out and try and kill something. And it could be a person that tries to kill. And it's not a happy dog at all. It really did leave me quite wound up after this. And having since watched it back and listened to those noises, that is the kind of dog, and I don't know what breed it is, no idea, I can guess, and I'm not going to publicly display that guess, but you can just tell by the noise, that's a dog that when it breaks through that fence, its whole life's worth of frustration is going to come bubbling out to that surface, and it's going to go put its teeth on something and shake it till it's dead, or someone kills it in the process. It's awful behavior, just awful. Yeah, I've come across dogs that have done that before behind fences, and I'm not generally a very vindictive person, but it makes me just want to go get my dogs and let them have at that paw that comes down the side of the fence, or the half jaw that comes down the side of the fence, and they'll soon learn not to be such a clown. But it's not the dog's fault. It's absolutely not the dog's fault, so I'm not going to do that, and I didn't do that. Dog needs help. Owners probably need help. I might go drop my card in their letterbox next time I'm down there, because that is genuinely, it is a disaster waiting to happen. It really is. Anyway, enough hyperbole from me. I'll let you make your own decision if you think I'm making stuff up. Well, have a listen, see how the reactions go. Yeah, and see what you think. But yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't want to explain to the old guy with the three-legged dog I'm filming him and what I'm doing in this video, yada yada yada, so I didn't.
Okay. Oh, there's a dog here. That's not a happy dog. Yeah. That's not a happy dog at all. Might even be two dogs. That's not very nice, is it?
And as always, and sometimes counterintuitive to our instincts, the best and fastest way to get out of that situation is for the human to stay as calm as they possibly can, make use of the leash if you need to, and I did need to, and in fact the strength of both these dogs again kind of caught me off guard. They dragged me back to that fence a bit. Use the leash if you have to and get out of there, but stay calm. If you get riled up and you get angry and frustrated in that situation, everything will go even further south, even faster. So as you heard from my voice, I'm doing my level best to stay calm, but I have realized, and this is why I looked back several times, the significance of that situation and how potentially serious that could have been. So as we now move on to the next bit, we're going to meet the Kelpie. So we are now in the highest risk category for meeting another dog. These two have just been riled right up by an absolute arse of a dog. And now there's someone else coming with a dog. This is the highest risk you can have for having reactivity or aggression issues coming out and going, oh, this shocks me. Where's this come from? My dog doesn't normally do this. It takes a long time for dogs to calm down once they've been riled up like this. It's not a 10 seconds and done, 20 seconds and done. It can take 20 minutes. So you have to be careful. Have to read the dog's body language, figure out what's going on. Is it appropriate to now carry on and meet another dog, or is the right course of action to say, do you know what, actually, no, these guys are too wound up, I'm too wound up, it's not going to go well, let's not do it. Now, didn't have any of that issue with these two, but I could read them. You can see from the video that they didn't retain the being wound up. They did actually manage to just forget it and move on, which is great. Happy with that. So I will go back to the footage, original footage, and let you see what's going on.
Not very nice at all. Good morning. Okay, we're going. So we did just say hello to that Kelpie, and I stopped filming because I wanted to have a chat with the guy. It went absolutely fine, nothing doing. Yeah, those not very nice dogs are going off again. Yeah, might avoid in future. Well, now I know they're there. We have walked past here a couple of times before, and there's never been any hassle. So they must have been inside or they're out today. But hey, with the fences breaking down, one day, and it isn't that far away, those dogs are going to be out. And that is when you get problems. And I don't mean little problems, I mean serious problems. When a dog is that frustrated it can break out of a fence to have a pop at another dog, you're going to have a real fight. And it's going to be nasty, bloody, and potentially fatal. And that is the exact scenario that ends up in serious problems between dogs. Get frustrated behind the barrier of the fence, and then when they get the release of breaking through that barrier, things get nasty. But you got to find out where these places are, and hey, that's life. Still, don't really want to have to deal with that. Thank you very much. And also, in the same vein, you should not be forced to avoid walking anywhere just because some people haven't got their lives together. It's just not fair. You should be able to walk down any public footpath without feeling like you're being harassed by dogs behind a fence, or dogs in a window, or dogs in a garden, or any of that stuff. You're on public, open property. Now, some people might say that dog needs a swift boot in the face, or the paw, as his paw was down, his lower jaw was visible, but his upper one wasn't, and it's just going to rile it up more. Sadly, I don't really see that as helping. Might make you feel better, might make you feel like you've got a bit of control of the situation with your toughness, but nah, it doesn't do anything. Just riles the dog up more and makes things worse in the long run. Now we're going down the cat side today, dogs. We're going to go down this side. So yeah, your best bet is note where they are. Sadly, you just kind of have to avoid. But yeah, make a mental note when the fence is in such a bad state of repair that one day soon that dog's going to slam into that fence and that fence is going to just fucking fold like a piece of paper. Then you're in trouble. You really are. It's not a good situation at all. Even if you've got two dogs. There might have been two behind the fence, I'm not sure. Could have just been an echo bark because there's some tin shed they were next to. Don't know. Did you want to smell this tree? Oh, I don't know what you're doing, Fern Scout. Either of you. I know what you're doing. Yeah, you're just sniffing. Look at that ridiculous power pose he's in again. Right, so we will be ready for shenanigans, but otherwise it's just a case of staying calm and walking past. And as soon as you see any silliness, you just... Oh, he's doing really well. Honestly, he's doing really well. He's now seen the cat in the window, because there is one in the window. It's seen him. Can we zoom in? Oh, we were zoomed in. I'm going to let him look. He's relaxed. Look, he's actually in a relaxed pose. Ah, that's genius. Just crash into each other and distract each other. Sometimes having 2 dogs is a really good thing. But hey, that was amazing. Fern relaxed, looking at a cat in the window and relaxed. The power pose was nowhere to be seen. He was actually relaxed. Love it. Progress, folks. Progress. Real progress. A genuinely relaxed Fern in the face of something he would normally be getting super excited about. Right, I do need to open the house. That's the end of the walk.